So the season finale of the Book of Boba Fett came out yesterday. I did get a chance to review because I was busy with other stuff, but here I am talking about it. And now the Pike Syndicate are trying to take over Mos Eisley, and Boba Fett is now being helped by the Mandalorian as well as with his entire group, and the town folks are all trying to help him. They all band together to try and go up against the Pike Syndicate and Cad Bane and stop the spice from coming in to Mos Eisley. This is basically concluding all the story arcs that we've seen for this show. Basically concluding the story for Boba Fett and the Mandalorian here. And it seems like Grogu has now come back to Mando. Thank goodness. I don't want him to be killed in the Jedi Temple. I really do not want that to happen. But overall, this was a very action-packed episode. Get a bunch of giant battle droids battling out with the Rakthor monster from Return of the Jedi, with Boba Fett riding on it. And there's a lot of tension here. The first part was a bit dialogue heavy, and I felt like the exposition could have been handled a little bit better. But after like 10 or 15 minutes, the rest of the episode was non-stop action, and it puts our heroes in dire situations where it does feel like they can't get out of it alive. And I love that, how the action is very intense. And the fact that Grogu does come in to save the day, showing just how powerful he has become with the Force. Oh man, I loved it. I really dug it. Cad Bane gets a standoff with Boba Fett twice, and I gotta say, Cad Bane is not like the most nostalgic character for me of Star Wars or the Clone Wars. Like, I know about him, I like him as a character and everything, but here, because I don't have like that love or strong attachment to him overall as a character, his death did not anger me as much as most other Star Wars fans. Though I will say that there could have been a lot more done with him than what was done in the Clone Wars after the Clone Wars, and here in the Book of Boba Fett. I felt like there should have been more of a build-up to his return here and his relationship with Boba Fett. I felt like that should have been something that could be properly built up. And my biggest problem with the series overall, now that I concluded, is that I felt like it is just too short. I felt like you could have done a little bit more with the character of Boba Fett and the story. Like, there should have been more added. And I felt like the idea of having half of the show be about Mando and Boba Fett was probably a mistake, because the episodes, you can tell that they do start off really slow and are basically the least interesting with Boba Fett, and the Mandalorian is definitely the most interesting part. It wasn't able to balance out these two stories very well, really, and I felt like there should have been more of a balancing with the story and the pacing. I felt like it was too slow and too quick at times, and just the pacing is just all over the place. So overall, the show, that's my biggest problem, and that's why the conclusion at the very end did feel rushed and a bit weak. It felt like it was the bow was tightened up too quickly, and too tightly, so to say, also, because you had a lot of opportunities to expand this, and I feel like they just wasted it. Overall, the action-packed finale, it was great. Story-wise, it really could have been a lot better. Overall, as a series, I did enjoy the Book of Boba Fett, though there are a lot of pacing problems, and is not my favorite of the Star Wars TV shows. It's probably my least favorite. But overall, it is still a good watch. I would still recommend it if you are a diehard Star Wars fan. But if you're like a big Boba Fett fan, I can't possibly recommend this because I don't think this is what you want. But as for the character of Boba Fett, I think they did portray him as best as they can, though he felt more like Black Panther in his solo movie, where he's just there, and the emotional connection that we have with him was not like as defined as we once saw him before. So overall, alright season. I'm gonna give the Book of Boba Fett a B. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time.